Hey everyone, it's Coach Maggie here, and hope you're enjoying this beautiful weather of fall wherever you are. One of the things that when I think of this time of year, of course, we think of school. And I loved being in school. I love the social part of school. But one thing I did not always like was report cards because that was the way, that was how my parents were going to find out how I was really doing in school because the report card told a story. And if there were way more B's and C's, maybe a D here and there, then there was always that lecture that I needed to get my act together or things were going to start getting taken away. And my husband and I pretty much did the same thing with our kids. But that's the thing about report cards. They are a great way to really evaluate where you're at. They tell the whole story. But you know what? In life, after school, we don't have report cards anymore. And it's easy to go day to day to day and not really have an indication of how we're doing. So I want to ask, how would you grade your health? Would it be an A? You feel great, you've got lots of energy, your weight's really pretty good, life is good, nothing's wrong, you feel good about yourself. Maybe you're a B, you're like, I could do better, but hey, I'm still pretty good. What about a C? Well, I'm sort of average. Well, think about what average means today. Are you a D? Boy, I really need to step it up. Or would you say that you're failing? Again, in life, we typically just ease on through. And because no one is standing there and saying, you can't pass to the next grade, it's easy to go through life and to settle for where you're at instead of saying, you know what, I need help. With our kids, we were quick to say, all right, you're going to start going in early to those tutoring sessions before school or after school, or we're going to help you. And again, in life, it's easy not to do that. Well, it's fall, and I am opening up registration for my Restore Your Health Academy. And I am really excited. Have made lots of neat improvements, updates, adding more amazing material, but mostly just a lot more engagement, a lot more hand-holding and support. So let me tell you about Restore Your Health Academy. It is a 12-week program. And one of the things, let me even stop there because again, it's about restoring your health. But it's more than just saying, all right, let's figure out what we're going to eat and then we're going to put you on a regimen for exercise. It's restoring our complete health. And let me say this. I've got this tripod that I use to make videos in my kitchen, usually when I'm cooking. There are 3 legs and they need to be balanced or else it's going to affect my camera. It's going to affect my phone. And a lot of us are going through life and we're not really balanced. We have our spiritual side that often people go, I don't know that I really need that. Or if we acknowledge we need it, we want to put it off just for Sunday. Okay? Then we've got our emotional side, our mental well-being. And of course, we're hearing so much about mental health today and how so many people are struggling. And then we have our physical. And typically we're way more interested in the physical. But what's happening is people are working on this leg, but these are off. This one is, it could use some help, and maybe this one's non-existent. In Restore Your Health Academy, we look at all 3, and we actually start with the spiritual. We need that solid foundation, knowing our identity. My identity in who God created me to be. Too often we are trying to make ourselves better and we can't make ourselves better. We're doing all of these things in our own strength and our own power, and that's why we so often fall short. So we lay that foundation of our identity in Christ. We look at those things, building up and working upward. Think of restoring a house. If the foundation is faulty, that house, no matter how beautiful, is going to crumble under the pressure, under the storms, earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, the different things, even just the ground shifting is going to affect it. Then we begin to look at the emotional side, the mental side of, again, it ties in directly to our identity, how we think. So often people self-sabotage. It's like they're just starting to make progress, and then something in their head says, you can't do that. Who do you think you are? And so we need to deal with those things. Sometimes when we put things off in that procrastination, it's a fear. It's really perfectionism flipped upside down. There's a fear. Okay, suppose I do get things together. Will people all of a sudden not want to be around me? And then we get into the physical and we talk about how it affects each of us uniquely. So some of the elements you will have things that you will do during the week. And then each Friday we'll get on a Zoom call. And one week it might be a cooking demo. Okay, we're talking about healthy foods and the best way to prepare foods. We might do a DIY where we're making, maybe it's a product to put on our skin, something, that's going to be helpful. And again, helping us to be better. We're going to maybe work on planning our menus together, meal planning, talking about practical things, batch cooking, finding out, do you have food sensitivities? What are some options for you? Once a month, we'll do what's called a hot seat, totally volunteer. But if you want to say, hey, I'm willing to be on the hot seat, this is what's going on in my life, can you help me? And we'll do that live. Not anything horrible, but we'll talk about it and give an opportunity. Maybe others will have suggestions. But it'll be a great way so that we can talk about what are some things maybe you need to be working on, okay? And done in a very loving way that is not attacking, okay? We're also going to be just there'll be some, awards and prizes as people are sharing the recipes, sharing what they're doing, but also sharing those challenges, because that's the thing that I think is often missing from programs, is people don't feel the freedom to say, I tried this and it didn't work. And then that's when we as a community inside the group, a private community, can say, well, let's put our heads together and think about what are some options. So these are just a few of the things that are going to be inside of the Academy. Again, it's 12 weeks. At the very beginning, I will ask you to set maybe 2, 3 max goals that you want to work on over those 12 weeks. And then at the end of the first month, you and I will get on a short call, and again, it's like, so how are your goals going? How are you doing? And then maybe see some areas where you need to tweak things. I'm going to have mine that I'm working on, and I'll be sharing mine, and each of you will have yours. So each month there will be updates. Because again, that's the beauty of report cards. We didn't like them, but you got that first report card, and then you saw, ooh, I need to step it up. I need to start turning things in. I need to do the things I need to do. And then you still had time to make things up. And then you had that semester grade, and then you had your final. And so we want to have those. So each month you will have an opportunity to you and I, privately, and then, see, are there some things that maybe would help? So there is a link to the sales page. Go and take a look. Maybe you considered this earlier in the year and you're like, oh, I'm not sure. There's a very easy, doable payment plan for that person that says, oh, I'm not sure. But I believe it could make such a difference. And again, I've got the goals. I've already set mine. And so you will be able to do that. And the beauty is you won't be doing this alone. Too often, we're trying to do it all on our own. So I'll be talking more about it in the days to come, but that's just the highlights. But please check out that link to the sales page and read it over and really consider, is it time? Is it your time? Yes, we've all tried things. Trust me, I have signed up for more things and tried things, but I believe this can be the answer to what you're looking for. And again, so much support, encouragement, and an opportunity for us to grow together. So 12 weeks, we're going to actually go through Thanksgiving. We're going to take off Thanksgiving week, but the week before, we're going to be doing a lot where I'll be showing you things that I'm working on as far as cooking to make Thanksgiving healthier. I'm sure we'll be doing some desserts and treats because Christmas will be right around the corner. But just imagine, it's September, but in 12 weeks, it will be early December. Now, right now, we can't even think that far out. But imagine what could happen in 12 weeks so that this coming December, before we tear our calendars, you can say, wow, look what I've done. You may just be part way, but you at least are so much closer. And now you have a plan that you can take and continue to work on it. So again, check out that link, take a look, and then I hope to see you inside Restore Your Health Academy. As always, God bless.